How's it going, guys? My name is Zam, and welcome to a FUT Champs Weekend League video, pretty much. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. I might call it Road to Elite. No idea. But basically, what I'm going to do is each weekend I'm going to play all 40 games. I'm going to break them up into 4 separate videos of 10 games in each. And then I'm just going to commentate over it and tell you how I do. And in the 4th video, we'll have my Weekend League rewards in it as well. Well, it might be in the 4th video. I might make a separate video for the rewards. I'm not too sure yet. But this is the first episode. So what I'm going to do for this video, also beneath my face cam, there's going to be a little wins and losses, like, graphic thing, I guess. It's just telling you how many wins I've gotten. That's so if you join the 3rd episode or whatever, you'll know how I'm doing. Keep in mind, this is my first Weekend League I've ever played. On FIFA 18, sorry. I did get into it earlier on, but I didn't actually play it because I wasn't good enough then. But now I am trying it. I will be playing all 40 games. Just keep that in mind. I'm not an expert. I'm not going to be getting Elite 1. Maybe by the end of FIFA I might if I try hard enough, but right now I don't think it's going to happen. But this is the team that I will be using in the Weekend League. So if you didn't see my video, it's I posted it was 2 videos ago pretty much. About 4 days ago I posted it. It was a squad, it was about 800k or 700k squad builder. It was pretty sick. This team's a little bit different. I've just changed a few players, but it's still basically the same team. It's still got Dybala, Alessandrini, but I changed the defense and the goalie a little bit. So Lloris, I used to have Courtois in here. I bought Lloris. He's a lot cheaper. And I think he's better. They're both really good, don't get me wrong, but I do think Lloris is a better keeper, especially because he's a bit cheaper. But he fitted the team the best, so I went with him. And then Varane and Koscielny are the 2 centre backs. I will eventually upgrade Koscielny. I'm not too sure who I will get, but I will upgrade him at some point. But he has been solid for me so far. And then I also replaced Iniesta with Luka Modric. I just prefer Modric on this game. He's a bit taller, a bit stronger. He's got better defensive stats as well, 72 defending, which is alright. And he's got great passing. Originally I had Douglas Costa at left wing, and then I subbed him off for Lozano, who's on the bench here. But because I got Modric in here, he needed another link. And then Piaka actually fitted the team perfectly. He gets that soft link to Modric, and then he gets a strong link to Dybala and Matuidi. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's jump into the games. Like I said, I'm going to be playing 10 games in this episode, and then I'll release the 2nd episode a little bit later. So yeah, let's just jump straight into the highlights. Alright guys, here is the first team I came up against. And my first game in Weekend League, and I come up against this team, which is just ridiculous. So many icons, but straight away, we cross it in, and then Lozano doesn't win the header, but Alessandrini, and then Dybala puts it away, and we go 1-0 up right near the start. But then Aubameyang gets it, and he does score it. I apologise, I won't be able to commentate over everything because the highlights do go very quickly. There's quite a lot of highlights to get into one episode. So yeah, I'm 2-1 down. Dybala has a shot, but he gets taken out by Vidal. And we win the penalty, and Dybala's obviously stepping up for it, and he does put it in. It's 2-2. So first game, we are in for a bit of a roller coaster in the first FUT Champs game. Alessandrini does some fake shots, passes it to Lozano, who finishes it off. By the way, I apologise, above the players' heads it says my gamer tag. I need to change that to the actual players, because I want to know the names of them. I just forgot to do that for these first 10 games, but for the next episode I should hopefully have them set up so that you can see what player is which. Dybala, he scores again. Dybala pretty much scores all of my goals. Here he is again. In extra time, by the way, this game did go to extra time. Makes it 5-3, so he scored a lot of goals. Then Bale, I'm pretty sure that came off Lloris and then went in. I couldn't be sure, but he does make it 5-4. And I'm through again with Lozano. He's got so much pace, but the keeper does a good save. And then Dybala once again steps up and puts it in. And then once again, 1/20th minute, just not even a minute later, I'm through again with Matuidi, and he does finish it off. I really like Matuidi in this team. He fits it perfectly, pretty much. So 7-4 in the first game. So many goals. But here is the second match. Another very good team. Nowhere near as good as the last team, but he does have Marco Reus at striker. And straight away, Reus is through and he scores. So there we go. 1-0 down straight from the start. Exactly what I want, isn't it? But Dybala stepping up again, and he scores it, making it 1-1. And Alessandrini Also scores, oh, these goals, there's just so many of them to get through, I can hardly commentate over them. But I make it 3-1 with Alessandrini again. The front three work so well together. Here we go, yeah, so Alessandrini passes into Lozano and he finishes it off. We were a bit lucky with this one. We did win the ball back, but then I did a nice back heel to Lozano who finishes it off. And we did get the rage quit, so second game in and we get a rage quit. Very, very good. Here's the next team. He has a red Aaron Moy. Now, I was a bit scared because that means he's played FUT Champs quite a lot. But we did get pretty lucky at the start. Lozano, he was like on the ground, but he got up and won it. And then Alessandrini does a nice touch to get it onto his left foot. He puts it away. But then he goes up at the other end just before half time and scores with Aaron Moy. Decent goal, but you know, Dybala has a shot, saved. We win it back with Lozano. Plays into Alessandrini. That was very well recovered from Lozano. He gets the ball back straight away, and we do get the goal from it, which is just great. And we win a penalty there. Danny Rose apparently fouled me. I didn't really see it, so I did see it, but it doesn't really look like a penalty. But obviously, I will take it and score with Dybala anyway. And then we won that game 3-1. So the first 3 games, we have 3 wins, which is very, very good. So on to the 4th game here. So straight away in the 3rd minute, pretty much straight from kickoff, Lozano just paces straight through the defence and puts it away. Very, very good. He's just so rapid, the defence just can't handle it pretty much. But Lozano gets it again, over to Alessandrini, back to Lozano. Lozano's gone 2 goals in 18 minutes already, which is just insane. Then Suarez scores. I could have sworn he was offside. He looked so far offside, so I just sort of didn't really defend it, but he puts it away and apparently he was on. So here Lozano is again, and he scores it. The hat-trick for Lozano already into this game. So prime Luis Hernandez goes through as a shot. It's deflected, comes out to Fernandinho, and he's going to score that. He just has so much space in the box, it's obviously going to go in. But then Alessandrini with the ball roll, just to send the defenders one way, and then he just puts that into the top corner. It's very, very good. Lozano's through, plays it over to Alessandrini, and the keeper actually saves that one, but then Lozano puts it in. And that goal does cause the rage quit. So 2 rage quits into FUT Champs already. Now this game I could tell is going to be hard because he has the red Alessandrini. What I would do for that Alessandrini card, if that's the only, like if I could have 1 red card, it would be Alessandrini. But this guy, he was very good. Martial hits the post and then he scores. Be lucky with that one. I'm not going to show you the goals because I just lost 6-0. I got absolutely battered. He was definitely the better player. I'm not going to be salty about that. So 4 wins out of the first 5 games. Still a pretty good record. Now this team is ridiculous. He had prime Del Piero, prime Rui Costa, and prime Schmeichel. I had no idea how I was going to do against this team. I mean, he just had such a good team. So Casemiro does score. That was a little bit annoying because it was from a corner, and I hate conceding corner goals pretty much. But I'm 1-0 down basically. Del Piero had it. Oh, and that speed up lag. Basically the first 20 minutes of this game, it was absolutely fine. And then he scored that goal, and all of a sudden it was lagging the entire game. It seemed like he was using a lag switch. So then it's 3-1 here. He gets it again with Del Piero, and he just finishes that off. He just bangs that in. I mean, it's Del Piero. He's going to finish that. So I did lose that one 4-1. So now I've lost 2 games out of 6. It's still not too bad. I'm still doing well. And then there's this game. He plays over to Alessandrini, and he scores that on the volley. Very good finish. But Alessandrini's that good. And then he scores again. So 2 Alessandrini scores, and it's 1-1. Then over to Sane, and I don't know how he twisted his body to finish that off, but he did take the lead 2-1. And then Sane on the ball again. That's a great finish. He's such a good player. It was the player of the month one. But Lozano, he does a fake shot, and that just opened the defense so perfectly that he had the shot, and he got the goal. Very good. And I don't know how Alessandrini scored that. He's just so overpowered. But then I got a free kick with Dybala, and I just put that straight in. Went through the wall. I was a little bit lucky. I thought the wall was going to get it because I didn't get enough height. But yeah, I did bring it back to 4-3. And then 4-4 with an amazing header from Lozano. He looked offside, but the cross was just so perfectly timed that he was actually on. And I'm through with Lozano again, and he finishes it off, and I take the lead, 5-4. It looks like we might be getting another win here. Lozano, I dabbed on him as well, just because I took the lead, and he had been pretty much winning the whole game. So, and then Alessandrini with a bicycle kick to put us 2 goals up. What a cracking goal from Alessandrini. The finish was just perfect. He brought it back to 6-5, but then we go up the other end pretty much straight away with Alessandrini through to Lozano, and that is an amazing finish from Lozano. Our players just did so well in this game. He scored another goal, making it 7-6, but it wasn't enough. I did get the win in that one. Moving on to the 8th game, I believe. I could be wrong. I've lost track, but another decent team. And I don't know how Jesus got that in, but he did manage to squeeze it under the legs of the keeper. And then this goal from Mane. I don't know what Lloris was doing. I'm not blaming it on him because long shots are just so broken on this game so far. Like, keepers, that was a finesse shot. It was so slow. It wasn't that top corner. He should have been getting it, but he just didn't. So I was 3-0 down here. Not doing too well. Alessandrini scores, but I did still lose at 3-1, sadly. So that's another loss there. Now this team, this guy had the loan Thierry Henry Prime card, which had just come out about a day ago. So I was a bit scared of this team. He did score, went 1-0 up pretty much straight away, but then Lozano just paces straight through the team like he does so many times for me. Puts it into the bottom corner. It was a good finish. Here's some good play, and Dybala is obviously going to finish that. He's very good with those sort of shots. And I don't know how that got through the defenders, but he just passed it across goal, and for some reason it went to Del Piero, and he scored it. But here we are, Alessandrini, just after half-time, gives us the lead. It was a great volley. And then some more wriggling from Alessandrini. He has a shot, it's deflected. Not deflected, it's blocked, and then he just has another shot, and it does go in the second time. So 4-2 up, 2-goal cushion, which is pretty good. And then he gets a rebound goal. I can't even explain what happened there. He had the shot and it bounced off Thierry Henry and then went in. So Henry got the goal for that. A little bit weird, but I'm still in the lead. And then Alessandrini off the post, another great finish. He is so good on this game. It's actually ridiculous. But he pulls one back once again. But I believe, yes, I do get the win 5-4, which is a good return pretty much. So here's the last game of the episode. Another Premier League team. He did have the prime Rui Costa, and he scores with Sterling straight away. But then we go to Alessandrini, and he does score it. Obviously, he's going to score that. Pretty decent finish. But then he gets a goal, and the momentum just shifts and goes straight to him. And basically, I'm not going to show you the highlights, but I lose 8-1. Absolute dreadful. After those 10 games, we won 6, lost 4. We've got 30 remaining, so that will be 3 more episodes. We did very well. I'm actually really happy with that 6-4 ratio. It's good for the first episode, for my first time in the Weekend League. If you guys did enjoy the video, then please do leave a like down below. It does help me out a lot. And also subscribe if you want to be updated on all my videos. Remember to hit that bell, and then you will be notified whenever I upload. So yeah, that's basically the first episode. Let me know how I did down below, what you think. Just please leave a like, because it does take a lot to go into these Weekend League videos. I have to play 40 games across like 2.5 days, which is just ridiculous. But I will be playing them as much as I can. Stay tuned for the second video. I should get it out by tomorrow night, but it might come out on Monday. It's currently Saturday, by the way, so that's why I'm recording this. I'll let you know how I do. That's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. See ya!